I took back the food I cooked for a dinner from which I was uninvited. So my roommate Jenna decided to host this big Friendsgiving last month and asked if I could help with the cooking, since I'm the one who actually knows how to make more than boxed mac and cheese. She promised we'd split costs and said we were basically co-hosting. I went all out, bought turkey, veggies, spices, even made a couple pies from scratch. Spent about $180, which for me was a lot, but I figured it was worth it for a fun night. But here's the thing about Jenna. She's one of those people who completely changes depending on who she's around. 2 days before the dinner, her old sorority friend Megan came to town. Suddenly, Jenna's acting like the whole event was her idea, and she's the hostess of the century. I'm in my room prepping stuffing when I overhear her telling Megan on the phone that she doesn't want awkward people killing the vibe. Then she actually says my name. She claimed I hover in the kitchen and make everything about me. I was stunned. The next day, she knocks on my door with this fake guilty face and says, "So Megan doesn't feel comfortable if it's too crowded. Maybe you could go hang at a friend's place. I'll totally save you a plate." I ask, "What about all the food I bought and cooked?" And she goes, "Well, yeah, that's for the dinner. You don't mind, right?" Like it was normal to ban me from the table and still serve my turkey. I just smiled and said, "Sure, no problem. Let me grab something from the kitchen first." Then I calmly packed up the roasted turkey, the pies, the trays of stuffing, everything I had cooked, and loaded it into my car. The look on her face was priceless. She followed me out whining, "Wait, you can't just take all that? People are coming in 2 hours." I told her she was right. People were coming. Just not me, so why would I leave my food? She accused me of being petty. I reminded her she literally uninvited me from my own apartment's event and wanted me to fund her fake hostess moment. Megan came outside trying to back her up, saying I was being dramatic. I looked her dead in the eye and said, "What's actually dramatic is eating food you didn't pay for and acting like you cooked it." Then I drove off with my entire feast. I went to my friend Ma's place instead, and we had our own cozy dinner with a few people. Honestly, it was way better. Later that night, Jenna blew up my phone with texts begging me to come back. Apparently, only a handful of people showed up, and all they had to serve were chips and some cheap boxed wine Megan brought. Most guests bailed within an hour, and our neighbor said it looked more like a sad study session than a dinner party. Meanwhile, my food was demolished at Ma's place by people who actually appreciated it. The next morning, Jenna tried to act like nothing happened, but she was clearly humiliated. She never apologized, but she also never asked me to help her host anything again. Megan left town early, and Jenna hasn't bragged about throwing parties since. Guess she learned the hard way that if you cut someone out, you can't keep their cooking.